Recording. So,
Hello.
hello everybody.
I'm Kim.
I'm Jane.
Sarah.
I'm Kevin.
I'm TJ, and we
And we
are
are
the
the
Table
Table
Candle. Third episode of Beyond the Real. So,
We're gonna die.
last week on Beyond the Real.
Are you sure about that?
Last time on Beyond the Real,
Z.
Kevin completely curb stomped Gohan. I mean, the alien creature.
Wait a minute.
Don't worry, Tim.
I have no idea what's going on.
Z.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's Dragon Ball.
Just rest
He still
assured
doesn't
that
know
it's
what
funny.
So there's a show called Dragon Ball.
Yeah, my kids weren't into that one. So I don't know
another
much
time,
about
another
it.
place.
We'll
Another
do-
time.
Yeah.
But for those who get it, you're giggling with us. So,
My kids weren't interested in that one, so I don't know much about it.
so last time on Beyond the Real, Icarus curb stomped the alien, destroyed my plants, and now Mother May I has
She's pissed.
she's pissed.
Taking the reins.
And who they are and what they're currently doing and why we're all doing this,
Don't want take
well, we'll maybe figure out. Who knows? But the important thing is,
take Melvin Eugene out of the locker room.
because remember on the last cutscene of Beyond the Real, Z. Sorry, I now have to do it. It's now the gig.
Alright, let the man take over.
We basically fell asleep, and then we woke up,
In a locker room.
but no Melvin
No
Eugene.
Melvin. You wake up in a locker room, and
Jumping right in, right?
a strange thing with this waking, because you have memories that are not yours. You remember your lives, your real lives. You remember
Being on the Nostromo.
you remember being on the Nostromo. You
Watching
remember
him curb stomp a
Yes, a
doll
xenomorph.
through, sorry.
watching him,
Punting a doll through the window first.
a demonic satanic doll that was going to kill you, and then taking on single-handedly a xenomorph that was going to kill you. So he is like the big hero
Sensing a theme here.
and the big hero again. And you remember all that, but at the same time, you remember your lives as high school students in this particular high school, where it is currently prom night, May 19th, 1958. You remember living through 1958, even though none of you was alive in 1958. You can remember good memories, such as Icarus, all the scouts coming out because his ability to hit balls so far that they were comparing him to the American demigod, the great Bambino himself, Babe Ruth.
Wow.
And
It's not the only kind of balls he hits.
you can remember the fact that you've all grown up here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and you are aware of the new shopping center that everyone bitched about because it's bringing too much hustle and bustle of the big city here to little Phoenixville, even though it's supplying jobs to lots and lots of people. You're also aware of the chemical plant, which they also bitch about because it's going to destroy the landscape and pollute everything, even though it's supplying a massive amount of jobs. You're also aware of how Icarus and Andrew have to keep their love hidden because such things were not accepted in 1958. But at the same time, even your parents weren't alive yet in 1958. So it's very strange.
I'm about to say something, and I need to consult with the council on this for a moment. We're going to mute it for just a moment because I have to see something. The council has stated I cannot say the thing I thought we said.
He got vetoed.
I got vetoed. I'm
Vetoed
just gonna quickly check
hard.
something. Yeah, I got vetoed very hard. So I'm not saying the thing I really wanted to say.
In context of our friendship, funny.
Funny, but on the
Not
line, no.
publicly
Allowed.
yeah.
So it's prom night, May 19th, 1958. You're all here in this locker room. You don't know why you're in the locker room. You can hear the sounds of music and voices, shouting, laughing.
Prom night, dancing.
Coming from the gymnasium above you. And you're also aware of screaming in the hallway just outside the locker room. It sounds like Melvin Eugene screaming horribly.
Okay, so I have a question. Are we currently, before we run anywhere, because this is very important, are we dressed in our normal attire or are we in 50s garb?
You were in 50s garb.
My dress is like freaking great. It's green, purple, and there's a big weird leaf on the side that everybody recognizes as marijuana. Instead of a poodle dog, it's that green leaf. So it's like one of those. I
So
believe that's
you
the right
literally
time
have
period.
the poodle skirt
But with the
with the
marijuana.
with the
marijuana.
marijuana. I kind of want that.
And it's
I
green and
low
purple.
key want that.
Green
no,
and
not
purple,
even
green
low
and
key. I
purple, green
high
and
key want that. I
I
want
can
that.
probably make that for you if you really want.
I do.
Okay. You buy the fabric, I'll make it.
It's green. It's green and purple too, because that's the colors.
I'll wear it because I don't know if you would.
You don't think I could rock a dress, honey?
I didn't say anything about you
Honey.
rocking it, just being willing to.
Honey, I had to teach a woman how to walk in high heels,
Fair point.
and that's an honest truth.
Icarus is very familiar with where you're at because he spent many time. He remembers spending many a day in this locker room for all of his high school sports games,
With Andrew.
particularly baseball, which he is so specifically noted for.
Okay, so we heard Melvin Eugene scream, right?
He's not in here. You heard the scream from somewhere outside this locker room.
I've already bolted out the door.
That,
Yeah, I was about to say
where's the door?
I'm gonna stop him from bolting out the door because I remember the last time I didn't stop him from doing something, and I'm going
Where's
to
the
look
exit?
out the door.
The exit's right there at the end of the
So
hallway,
there's-
just past the coach's office.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Where's
Okay.
the marker so I can...
Oh, make a door. Did I not put a door?
No door.
We are trapped.
So
Trap, there is no door.
there is no cake.
There you go. There's a door.
There is no
All right. So
Dana.
so you run out. You run
There is no
outside.
Dana, only cake.
You run outside into the hallway. And
I stop him from running, and I look out the door.
you see Melvin Eugene running towards you, screaming, and he appears to have something on his arm.
Oh, well.
All you can assume it's something. It's a purplish color.
Oh, okay.
Here, give me a little teeny tiny itty bitty pinch.
I'm rolling to understand school hierarchy. I'm going to call it knowledge hierarchy. Where's Melvin Eugene fall in the list of things?
Nerd.
Nerd.
Nerd?
Definitely nerd. Not well liked. Not popular. Picked on by universally, except for he gets a break because Icarus, his senior year, he hit so many home runs for the baseball team, and everybody practically worships him. And the fact that he's Melvin's best friend is giving Melvin a lot of leeway.
Wow.
Anyway, okay. Dude. Whoa. What's on your arm?
He's screaming inarticulately, rushes past you into the locker room, then starts yelling, "Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!"
So now we're back into the locker room.
Well, he's running. He's just running wild. Now these are like benches here. He lays down on one of the benches and he says, "Get it off of me! Get it off of me!" Looking at it now closely, you see it looks like a large blob of purple slime. is from his arm all the way up to his shoulder. Seems to be coated with this stuff.
I grab him because I have a feeling he's going to go touch it. Do not touch!
I'm gonna book it.
Do we know where the infirmary is?
The nurse.
It is at the main office, which is up a flight of stairs, down a hall.
And it's. Oops.
And I didn't draw it. I should have drawn
So, I kind of like pat my marijuana skirt, and I kind of like tap it, and you just see smoke come off it a little bit. And every time she touches it, it goes, weed every day. She then looks at the purple blob. She then looks at you. She goes, she's already smoking a joint. She goes, go get your bat. Sorry. Go get your bat. There you go.
My character opens one of the lockers, grabs a towel, and tosses it over his arm to try and like.
Do you go get your bat?
No.
Okay. You know where your bat is. It's in your locker. You know which locker is yours.
Probably has my name.
Mm-hmm. Actually, your name is...
It's like embroidered in gold.
Gold leaf, filigree, old English font.
Because you don't have your bat on you at the moment.
Like, Melvin, you need to calm down.
Melvin screams again. What are the rest of you? What were you doing?
I force a
I was
joint
taking
into
a
his
towel.
mouth.
From the line, put the towel over the glob that's on his arm.
And what are you trying to like scrape it off?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the best I can do. I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to
the only thing I can think of. That's why I was thinking infirmary. Like,
Right, you put a towel over the glob, and it does not come off of Melvin's arm. In fact, it feels like it moves farther up the arm. Melvin screams again and rolls off of the bench. Bloop.
Melvin, you need to calm down. Here, take a joint.
Melvin stops.
that's not helping.
Melvin's scream.
Talk about yourself.
Melvin's scream ends sharply. Take Melvin Eugene off of the board.
Okay, get the. There you go. A little teeny tiny blob off of his lovely painted arm that I did so long on.
Yeah, it looks very good too. The blob is now on the board.
Taking control of our poor Melvin. Melvin Eugene.
And you no longer see Melvin Eugene. The glob that was on his arm has doubled in size.
Like
You
immediately.
You make an awareness check.
Like just like gone.
You make an awareness check.
Oh.
He ate him alive.
Ooh, that's good. 18 plus 8 is 26.
You see this blob. You see and instantly you are aware, because you have this awareness, your awareness of the spirit world around you.
Mm-hmm.
You see this blob on the spirit world. You no longer see Melvin Eugene. Melvin Eugene is gone, both physically and from the spirit world. The blob completely gone.
It took his
spirit. The blob that you see in life, what you see is a huge purple glob of protoplasm. Looking at the blob through the spirit world, it looks like an infinite bottomless black hole with tendrils of shadow extending out from it in all directions. There is nothing left of Melvin Eugene.
I just look at the guys and go, run! And I grab, because you are the closest.
At the moment, the blob is just sitting there pulsating. In your vision, what you see tendrils spreading out in all directions from this black hole.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Nope.
Right, roll for initiative.
Oh.
And we didn't do initiatives beforehand, so...
Oops,
Like we
that was
should've.
an accident.
Oh,
Bad initiative.
well, such things happen.
Well, should we
I have
place
a
our characters
9.
back where they belong? Do we have a chance to?
Yeah, put them back where they were.
Oh shit, okay.
Tell me when you want some.
I'm ready.
19. 4. 10. 14. You want one more?
Wait, what's it? 19, 4, 10, 14. That's good.
Okay.
If I end up needing more, I'll get more. Andrew?
9, 7, 9, 3.
Alright.
It's the worst rolls
I forget your character's name.
ever.
Allison.
Allison. I knew it started with an A, but I couldn't remember. Right?
7, 11, dirty 20, and 4.
And Icarus.
How many are we rolling for here?
4.
17, 10, 18, and nat 20.
Damn, we are just jumping right into this shit.
Then along came Zeus, he heard
Mhm.
the thunderbolt.
Alright, and...
Still a better, more interesting night than my prom was.
I didn't
never
go
went
to my prom.
I never went to one.
I literally spent all night fixing everyone else's relationship problems. So,
Alright.
yeah.
Faith goes first.
Faith goes first.
Did I at least get to tell them run?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where initiative starts, right when you say run. And you see the blob putting tendrils out.
Can I quickly bake to reason?
Mm-hmm.
The question I'm asking is this. What exactly happened to Melvin?
You couldn't see it because he fell behind the bench. But it appears
Well,
that...
let me make the roll and
Okay.
see what comes. That's my question.
Okay.
Baked to reason. Ooh, that was actually a really nice roll. This is the part where I really feel bad because I didn't pull everybody's calculators out. Are they over there?
Everybody has calculators in their
What
pockets.
are you adding?
I
What and
don't
what?
have one.
Let me get my calculator.
I'm good at mental math.
Cool. That's really cool for you. I have to use a calculator.
I know, that's why I was saying, give me your numbers and I could have told you by now.
That's definitely not the correct answer. You made me times it by accident. Now I gotta do it all over. 23.
Yes, because it's totally my freaking fault.
No.
Welcome to my world.
I wanted to do it myself. I'm a big boy.
You
Look at
used
my
a
big-
calculator. That's not by yourself.
That's cheating!
No, it's not.
So what was
I
your
am man. I use tool.
What was your roll? What was your roll?
23.
23? And your question was what actually happened to Melvin Eugene?
Yes. What has happened to Melvin Eugene?
It
Basically, I'm trying to figure out exactly what. I'm
He
baked
wants to know.
reason.
He wants to know why I said run.
It seems that he has been completely consumed.
Nom, nom, nom.
Make make an awareness check since you're looking.
Does it count as my I technically just used my skill check. It's just for free.
This is for free. This is just what you see.
Okay, 7 plus 7 is 14.
Okay.
Cold.
I rolled pretty shitty.
You looking at the blob, this
Take
glob
time
of
on it.
looking at this glob of protoplasm.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Melvin's black and white Mickey Mouse T-shirt and his jeans floating around inside the glob of protoplasm.
Oh, no blob T-shirt.
Hmm.
That's right. It's, we're
The
in that
50s.
movie. All right.
Oh yeah, we're in the movie. You just see her.
But of Melvin Eugene himself, there is no sign, and the blob has doubled in size, instantly doubled in size.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Right?
She nods her head,
No beating this one.
and she will now
We got
attempt to
run.
run. Is there a fire thing?
Alarm.
Fire alarm.
Not here in the locker room.
that is.
That's usually in the
very
hallway, though.
dangerous.
True. So she's running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's her go. She gets to the door.
Okay.
She unlocks the door. That's the best she can do.
Next is Icarus.
It wasn't locked. No.
The door was not locked.
So you just locked it.
You opened the door.
I open the door. I get to the door and I throw it open.
Yeah, TJ has them.
Can I get the regular gummy bears?
What?
My bag of gummy bears.
I'm the fat kid.
Whoa! Gummy bears have been flown here.
Next is
Whoa.
Icarus.
That's the next enemy is flying gummy bear.
Yeah!
Is this going to be the same thing that happened where my asshole was split like 1,000 suns?
I can't reach it. Yeah, there. That's my goal.
You don't want to go further? Yeah.
How many
Out
spaces?
of it?
How many spaces was that?
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get onto the hall.
Yeah, that's where I'll go. Bye.
Just passes.
Woo! Run away!
And next is Andrew.
Oh, cool. Okay. I am going to use an action point and hold it for later. I will use my power Disney Prince, which Tim has waited for ever. Ever
Alright.
since I made this power.
Alright, make your roll.
Let's hope I roll well. This die doesn't like
What?
me. 13
What you reading?
plus
Pick you up.
2. We got 15 against the blob's will.
The blob sort of straightens up, and you see what look like
Neat.
pseudopods on like two arms and 2 legs sort of appear, and then a bizarre set of lips appears. And what Disney song does it sing in a perfect baritone as it dances in place?
What Disney song?
Well, no, here's the thing. We actually worked on that. Whoever's currently controlling the monster, that's the one who's technically singing the Disney song. So, what song is Mother May I singing? What's her favorite Disney movie?
I don't know if she has one. Let's see.
When you whistle while you work.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah!
That's a good one. And it's old enough that she would appreciate it.
That's the only one I can
Whistle
think
while
of.
you work. That's what begins to sing, whistling and singing
Copyrighted.
in a perfect smooth baritone.
Oh god. And with my action point.
For those who want to know, it's from Snow White.
Yeah.
If that wasn't obvious.
So that's
And
my
it's
lovely power that
And it's
everybody
whistling
wanted.
too.
So actually it looks like the blue blob from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Yeah, except it's got a more of a purplish red color.
Because it wasn't terrifying enough.
Needham's.
And
And I took an action point, so now I'm gonna move.
Oh.
I'm gonna move here and wait for my sister because I'm not an idiot. I love my sister.
right,
Love my twin.
next is Allison.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and book it. I'm assuming you're holding the rest of your move for when I get there, or did you only get one move?
I only got.
She used a power and an action point, so that's as far as she can get.
Okay. 1, 2, 5, and I'm going to wait and keep an eye on
No,
him.
keep going. It's okay.
No.
Keep going. We want to get out of here.
I know.
It's hell.
Fine. Okay.
Technically speaking, you know what one of the rules we never worked on was? Somebody pick up and carry somebody else.
Yeah.
I could grab
Like
him by the
drag them
arm.
along.
Who are you dragging? Your
Yeah. I would say I get half movement on my
Yeah,
second.
half movement sounds fair. Like
Do you
drag
resist?
and
Do you resist her dragging you?
No,
Okay, so
I'm used to it by now.
I was here. 1, 2,
As you grab your brother,
5, 6.
make another awareness
1,
check.
2, 3.
As you grab your brother, make another awareness check.
That's as far.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. The dragging rule is half.
Yeah.
Because you're literally pulling them.
11.
Right.
So I want to know what comedians you watch because you're doing the same that my coworker does at work. I'm wondering if it's the same comedian influencing.
I have no idea. Because I don't think I did that from a comedian, unless it was subconscious.
It's probably subconscious.
Gabriel Iglesias.
I don't think so.
No.
We'll work on it later.
We'll go
work
down
on
the
it
list later, yeah.
But yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's like I noticed it. I was like, I need to know. By the way, for those who want to know, yes, this is a Harry Potter shirt, but it's my work shirt, and I forgot to change out of it. So I like to get paint on
Working
this.
shirt.
What was your awareness check?
11.
11. The tendrils are.
Poo poo.
You notice the tendrils reaching out, and all. No, they. Even though it's dancing at the moment, the tendrils it's not moving except for the dance. But the tendrils are reaching out in all directions.
I want to make a leap in logic. Those tendrils, are they like its consciousness? Like the way it perceives the world?
Make your leap in logic.
14.
This
I
thing
thought you
has
trained
no
your
eyes. It has
Shut
no.
up.
It has no eyes. It has no ears. Therefore, it can't see. It can't hear. Probably can't smell. But it appears that these tendrils are its sensory apparatus. And considering what it did to Melvin Eugene, they are probably searching out for life force.
No bueno. No
Fuck this shit, I'm
bueno.
super out.
And the hunger that you sense, this bottomless pit, can only, you were in it, touched its mind for a moment, and it was a completely alien, absolutely alien. And the only thing you can compare it to was hunger. And that hunger seemed infinite, and it grew instantly when it ate Melvin Eugene. And the realization crosses your mind that if it were to get out of this building into a world filled with life force, it could reach such a colossal size so fast as to be a truly unstoppable force. And now you realize that the victory in this scenario is not necessarily survival.
Oh, that's doozy. You just laid that one on me, like.
See, there is absolutely nothing spiritual anywhere in the BLOB canon, but your character brings a spiritual aspect, so I figured I'd use it.
I like it.
So
And it makes sense. It's sentient to an extent.
Mm-hmm. But in a completely alien
so I
sort of a way.
So I do have a question, a very quick, like, question. So we all know that certain things. Shit, I can't give away anything. We'll just continue playing.
She's the only one that's come to this conclusion.
Okay.
You have to
Thus far.
You have to kill the BLOB. You can't just escape from it. You have to kill the BLOB. Otherwise, it's going to destroy the world.
It seems really, really deep to put on like 4 teenagers, huh?
This is Mother May I's BLOB.
I guess my only question is,
Bitch.
I wonder what Mother May I did to Melvin, because technically speaking,
We'll come to that later.
we'll come to that later.
I'm already working on that. We'll come to that later.
All right.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah. My guess is. Wait 1 second.
Remember, they don't even know who she is, so let's just keep going.
Okay.
Trying to.
No.
And
Oh
last,
no, I forgot I had a pumpkin.
last in
Do
line.
I have my pumpkin?
Of course.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm just assuming you had it tucked under your arm.
Last in line is the BLOB, which continues to dance for this round and
Alright.
sing in a perfect baritone.
I guess.
And as you run out, we go to a quick cutscene. We see the BLOB singing and dancing. Its dance ends. It rolls to one side, leaving behind Melvin Eugene's jeans and t-shirt on the floor discarded. It has simply dissolved him out of them. And as it rolls past, the camera goes around the lockers, goes to the locker that has Icarus's name bright up on it, goes inside the locker. We see Icarus's bat, which he never claimed, and a pumpkin sitting next to it.
You missed your pumpkin.
No, he still has a chance to grab it.
Yeah.
Unless he's...
If we go back for his bat at any point, like, we were kind of pressed for
time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the same set of initiatives for more if there's more combats.
That's fine.
So,
you're out in the hallway.
Is there a fire alarm?
There is a fire alarm in the hallway.
I'm lockpicking the door locked.
Locking the door. Nice.
You see Faith just walk over to the fire alarm and just pull it.
You hear a voice yelling behind you, "Don't do that!"
Why?
I turn around.
You see a teacher. You recognize him as Mr. Grooms. He's a math teacher here at the high school. And he says, "What are you kids doing down here?" He says, "You don't belong down here. Nobody's supposed to be down here. All the fun is going on up in the gymnasium."
You see Faith just look at him, just smoking the marijuana.
I shudder to think of what she's like sober.
Just standing there in her perfect poodle dress with a marijuana leaf on it, smoking the fattest deuce you've ever seen.
We're going to make this the hallway that you're in.
The funniest thing is, Mr. Grooms does know one thing. He cannot touch my character because for some reason I'm really good at fucking math. I'm the reason the math curriculum gets so much money. Because Mr. Grooms doesn't know shit. I'm just kidding. I'm having fun here. It doesn't have to be canon. I'm just having fun.
Juice. I want to get rid of that line there.
Give me the juice.
Give me
the juice. Give me the juice.
Will you stop being so creepy?
You can never make me. Yeah, seriously, dude. What the fuck?
I'll use dice for him. Mr. Grooms is right there.
Sorry, sir. Icarus was showing off his brand new locker.
Brand new locker, and he says,
"My hand's still over."
He says,
the fire thing.
"He says, but why are you wanting to pull a fire extinguisher?" Says that's just gonna. It says everybody's having fun. Nobody needs to have you.
Go ahead, walk in there.
It needs to have you break up.
No, don't do it.
Do you want to see the fire that's currently going on in there, or should I not pull the fire thing and the liabilities on your hands?
He says there's no fire going on in there.
Wait, hold on. That was wait. That was way too sober for my character. Let me rephrase that. Like, dude, there's a fire going on in there. I don't know about you, but I personally don't want to be held liable for a fire. The freaking stogie motherfucker is just like lit up and it's bright red.
Why are you stopping? Just pull it.
No, he said stop.
The teacher yelled stop.
And then
you have memories of graduating high school.
You see from what looks like a ventilation grate on the wall, you see purple slime coming through the ventilation grate and running down the wall.
Fuck!
And running down the side of the wall. And you see the teacher looks and says, "What is that? What are you doing down here?"
I scream at him, "Don't touch it!"
Pull the alarm.
Right, where are...
I pull the alarm. No, wait. Persuade me. Because the teacher said no. I pull the alarm.
I was like, you really want us to persuade you?
She hesitates for like half a second. And she says anyway.
You pull the alarm. And the alarm sounds. Roll for initiative.
Wait, we already had initiatives, remember?
Yeah, yes. I just say that. That's like
Oh,
I
okay.
have it.
We were like, oh, that was better than my other rolls.
Faith
Why
goes
can't I
My
first.
hat is beautiful.
Your hat is trash.
Right. So Faith goes first.
What does Faith do?
He cannot refute it, though. Faith.
What do you do? It's your turn. Go.
Well, I just pulled the fire alarm.
While we still
The
have
blob's
you.
coming down the thing.
We
Trying to
fucked.
think here.
We fucked.
Bake to reason. Who is the most likely person out of all of us to find out how to destroy this thing? And not including Marvin. I'm baking to reason for my skill check. Because I'm really fucking high right now. Oh my god, the alarm is fucking killing my buzz, man. I can't think all of a sudden. But I'll tally it up. All right, let's see how fast you can do it. 7 plus 8.
7 plus 8?
15.
Okay.
And I failed basic math 3 times. I never got past multiplication.
When they got the letters in there, it was just done deal for me.
I never got long division was.
So
my math.
15 on baked to reason.
You have no idea.
Okay.
All you know is that the fire alarm is a whole lot louder than you expected it to be, and you'd really like to unpull it.
Oh god. You see her start like moving it back up. And like, it's killing my
Just like trying
buzz.
to pull it.
God, it's killing my buzz, man. Oh god. Oh yeah, purple blob thing that killed Marvin.
It's right next to you.
Melvin. God, see how
Eugene.
fucking baked I am?
Melvin Eugene.
Is dead!
And you still give him respect.
Hey, we got our first kill.
Woo! And then you fucking destroyed his ghost, so the other fucking shit that I had planned just woo out the window.
Now I
He
will
could
say
have
this.
just went, ah, and zoom away.
So we now see. So she didn't fucking bake to reason. It's killing her mood. You then see her look at him, not the blob, but the dude, and you see
Mr. Grooms,
yeah. Oh yeah, that thing's
the
really
math,
freaking
the
close
math
to me.
teacher.
You might want to move.
Well, hang on. I have to make a trader roll here. I have to see how cowardly I am. I pulled the thing, right? But now I'm in a fight or flight situation, so I need to make a will save here. I book it. And I throw down Icarus and you as I go. I rolled a 1.
Right.
Oh shit.
I use all my action to get the fuck out of here.
Right. Let's see. Next is Icarus.
Which sucks.
She just.
But hey, I'm a traitor.
She shoves past you with a lot more force than you would have expected. Make a strength check.
You know, that camera's not really on everybody. There you go.
23.
You don't go down, but you are knocked so that you're like directly in the blob's path. You stay on your feet though. Put yourself a step closer to the blob. All right. And Andrew, make a strength check
I don't think I should even bother.
because she just blew past the 2.
I got a 2.
You are knocked off your feet.
I'm really sorry. The thing is, though, it is my character
You're
flaw.
fine.
Okay.
I just know I have a -2 to my strength.
And
Hey,
next is
Technically, that would have been
next
4
is
because I
Andrew.
forgot the pumpkin.
I mean, next is Icarus. What is Icarus going to do?
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back and hold my action.
All right. And next is Andrew.
I guess I'll get up. Because, I mean, I can roll to acrobatics myself up.
Maybe. I like that though.
What are you plotting over there?
18 to get
Same
up.
thing that I plot every
Acrobatics
night,
myself to
Pinky.
get up.
You get up.
Total domination of the world.
But I'm already doing that.
I'm just gonna be quick about it. Grab my sister and move. Which is for grabbing my sister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is the teacher vegan?
Next.
What?
Next is Allison.
Allison, you've been yanked.
Icarus has been left behind.
Icarus, you're fine.
Icarus!
Why didn't you run? Did you have to acrobatic? Did
No.
You...
No, I just chose to do a 5-foot step and hold my action.
Then run!
That's what I might be doing right now. Put me that way now. I wanted to wait to see what everybody else did.
Oh, okay, so he was holding for...
To see what else happened.
Okay, can I do an awareness to see if the blob's awareness has, like, spread further?
I guess, hold on.
17?
The blob is currently standing and pulsating. You see the black hole in your awareness, and you see the tendrils. You see they've all reached onto Mr. Grooms and latched onto him, and now the blob is rolling in his direction. You see Mr. Grooms opens his mouth and for a moment says, "Mother, why?" And then the blob bowls him over and spreads out. For a moment, you see Mr. Groom's face in the blob, and then the skin disappears, the eyes disappear, and it kind of floats away inside the...
Is the blob's awareness,
Oh god, it doubled in
Oh,
size.
shit! Is it far enough to have reached us?
No.
Okay. I
And now-
thought you ran. I thought...
He hadn't run because you...
He was running, though.
Yeah, he was in the process of running when I kind of, like, looked over my
Yeah.
shoulder. So.
And you see the tendrils once again going out in every direction. And the blob rolls down that way. And as it rolls down the hallway, you can hear the sound of voices and then sudden screams.
Oh god.
Oh, that's not good.
Here, I'll give that to you to build up on.
How did you do that, Jim?
I mean, it was gonna happen.
And now that the fire alarm has been pulled and there's people that were all in the gymnasium, all over the hallways, it's going to be growing exponentially.
Usually fire alarms they would leave the building.
Technically, yeah. And considering it's a gymnasium, there's always one... There's no exits out into the hall. The exits would actually be outside.
But apparently they aren't all... Some of them are
Stupid freaking teenagers.
Some of them are wanting to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they're idiots. And they're going to die. And get blob mated.
So what do you do now?
We keep running. Fuck everybody else.
Camera.
Where do you run to?
Does the school have an incinerator?
If it does, you don't know where it is.
If they had an incinerator, it wouldn't be an incinerator. If
You know
anything, it
that
would
there
be
is
kilns for
A
the
kitchen
Oh, so
Alright.
this is the
Where there
this
are
is the
ovens.
gym right here. We're okay. I thought
where there are ovens.
gymnasium.
That's above you, though.
yeah, that's above. So they
You're-
must have
you're
come
a
down
level
like
down.
stairs or something.
Yeah. And in the there's a kitchen to the cafeteria where there is hot grease. There are ovens. There's a science lab where there are Bunsen burners. There are all manner of chemicals.
There's the cafeteria there, the classroom. I guess the...
You can go to any one of them. They're not laid out as they are. You just tell me which one you're going to, and you'll go kind of like you did with the.
I would say the cafeteria. That has probably got the widest amount of space and the least amount of people.
this time, probably.
Perhaps. But as we run, you hear Faith screaming. She's panicking. She suddenly looks behind her and she says, and she specifically says to you, who's in the back, "What the hell is that thing?" Can he make that movie roll now?
You can try.
What would I add for this?
Movie roll?
Probably
Do you really
intelligence.
think Melvin Eugene would have watched all those movies by himself?
They
Oh.
are best friends.
Probably
Wait,
lead.
this is my only question.
Probably
At
intelligence.
level 2, you did get a skill. Did you use up getting that skill?
Otherwise, it's probably straight intelligence.
Not entirely sure. I don't remember.
I don't think you did, because even I forgot we got that skill. So why not just make it movie knowledge?
It's up to you, Kev.
Why not?
I would say movie knowledge, you have a general idea of movies, but like you don't know like
Meta.
Meta is like, I understand movies down to every aspect. Movie knowledge is, that's where that's from. I kind of remember the plot.
So, quick clarification question. We remember essentially two lives, right?
Yes.
The lives that we've
Lives
lived
of
in
the
this
kids.
movie,
Mm-hmm.
and more about our other.
Yep, but
Selves.
you also
Okay.
have memories
Of
of this school, living in this school, which you never lived in.
So we have memories of the kids that we are embodying,
Yeah.
as well as our
Yep.
original memories,
Yep.
and the memories of our past.
Of two adventures.
Yes.
I got
Quite a
18.
jumble of memories. What'd you get?
18.
Enough to give anyone a headache. After all, living two separate lives, or having memories.
Like
of
how
two
we don't
separate
even have
lives.
time to focus on
The
that
only
fact. It's just run.
the only thing you can
Run,
remember about from watching the BLOB with Melvin was that they fought it with fire extinguishers.
Then I say that to people.
Did you say that?
Yes.
That they defeated it with fire extinguishers?
The only thing I can
gonna
remember at the
roll-
moment is they use fire extinguishers on it.
I'm gonna roll
So-
technology. If he says that, I'm gonna roll what is in a fire extinguisher that might have been useful. $16.
Cold.
Cold. I called it! He said, let's fight it with fire. But then I said, this is before we even started the game, I said, but maybe because it's always fire, maybe they use ice. I called it!
Now there probably is there might be ice in the kitchen, but there are definitely lots of fire extinguishers in the science lab because there are Bunsen
We're in the
burners up
wrong
there,
direction.
and every Bunsen burner station has a fire extinguisher with it.
But a kitchen would definitely have
Would
a
also
pretty
have
mighty fire.
There will be fire
extinguisher.
extinguishers in the kitchen as
Would-
well, but you have no idea how many there are because you've never actually been in the kitchen. But you know there's one for every Bunsen burner station in the
Has one.
science lab has.
But
fire
those
extinguisher.
are typically small, while a kitchen would have a massive one.
Maybe. You've never been in the kitchen, so you don't know.
I know kitchens in general.
It just occurred to me, I hate to be that person, but I just remember a little bit of psychology. So we're all running,
Yes.
right? Pack mentality says whoever's kind of like leading the charge, everyone's kind of like semi-following. I'm in a blind panic.
Where
I know
are
you
we
guys
going?
said, where are we going?
Where do you end up? Do you want to just roll a dice to see where you
I
end
want
up?
to roll a dice because I'm in a blind
To
panic.
see where you end up?
Where do we end up? I'm going to roll a d20.
That's not going.
No,
Alright,
that
so-
would work because we're trying to stay together.
True.
Because the
No,
last
well,
time we
You guys
split
are
up,
basically
we
following
we
me
almost
because
lost.
I'm bolting.
Okay.
Let me put a number on each room. Alright, go ahead. Roll your dice.
8.
8. You end up in a classroom.
All right.
So just put yourselves in there.
Where's the door for this one?
Right there.
That's a mighty door.
Yeah, I did. I was in a
Just
hurry.
push.
Mighty
I was in a hurry with my drawing, so.
Baby.
Well,
I
there's
want to
there's
be
got to be a
a
fire
mighty
extinguisher
door.
in the classroom too, right?
You gonna search for one?
Bella,
Yeah.
Bella, friendship.
Alright, you search for a fire, and you do find a fire extinguisher.
Faith goes into the corner and and she basically gets under the table and she's like this.
I kind of go down and I start trying to comfort Faith.
Now, Kevin,
and-
you remember in the BLOB movie, it took lots and lots of fire extinguishers.
We're gonna need more.
Yeah.
Considering it's probably now really big.
We're gonna need a lot more.
All right.
And you know the kitchen will have probably have more than one. The science lab definitely has more than one. Now, you may find one in each classroom you go to, but those places will definitely have multiple fire extinguishers.
Okay, so I look over my shoulder
the potential for fire.
At you, and I start motioning around the room. Look for fire extinguisher, even if we have a small one. All right, sassy pants. And I go back to trying to comfort Faith and calm
Go
her.
ahead and make your
What
roll.
is
So let's see. You gotta overcome my will.
That's fine.
What is the season?
May
It's
19th.
just a straight roll.
May. So we're in spring.
I mean, plus charisma.
So it's warm out.
It's warm out.
13.
It was 12 or higher, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what
sweet.
you rolled.
Yeah, all right. I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
How cold
So
would
you
water
comfort me.
be right
Okay.
now?
I
You
just
slapped
calm
some
down.
sense.
From a
No,
liquor
you don't.
something.
She slapped some sense
Probably
on you.
not cold.
What exactly do you do to build me up? Breathe, Mrs. Henderson! Breathe!
Apparently, we're just here giving birth. That's the only thing I can think of.
Actually, you know what? I've been doing this entire time like this is a cigarette. There we go. I totally forgot my marijuana culture. It's this, not this. This is cigarette, this is marijuana.
There you go.
I could be wrong, though. And if I am wrong, fuck you.
You're correct
There you go.
in some cases.
Now they use gummies and brownies and cookies and
Everything.
That is not what's in this, by the way. These are, like, store-bought gummies.
Yeah.
no, they're totally
Unfortunately.
marijuana gummies.
What? All
All
right.
right. So what have people decided on?
We should go to the cafeteria.
We might as well go to the cafeteria to try and find at least a few more fire
Well,
extinguishers because it's
what's-
on our way to.
What's closest? The science
Let
lab?
me roll. I
or-
will roll and find it because I
kitchen?
never really. The science lab is closer.
Okay, so we just go ahead and
Isn't
Go
this
straight to the science lab.
Yeah,
he's
they're
just
not.
got
They're not laid out where I just put them
Yeah, you
random
just
like
put the
I did
random-
with the
Yeah.
random
like he did with the Nostromo.
Yeah,
Because
so he's-
there's way too many rooms in a high school to draw out in the.
right.
So I just know classrooms are all going to look like they all look like that, and then the other rooms, and that's not necessarily where they are, but you just go there because I'm not doing hallways
Okay.
unless something happens to happen
in
like
a
it
hallway.
did.
Okay.
So you end up in the science lab. Just put your people in the science lab. Now in the science lab, there.
Somebody.
Bye, everybody. Good night. Jane broke it.
There are four.
I'm sorry.
There are four large counters
You might need to fix the camera itself.
Yeah.
in the science lab. Each counter has 2 Bunsen burners and 2 fire extinguishers on it. Then there are also fire extinguishers in every corner of the room. And there is a closet, a door leading to a very large closet where the science teachers keep all of their various chemicals that they want to demonstrate to the students. There may be fire extinguishers in there as well.
Anybody have a backpack?
You open the cabinet.
You have a backpack on your little characters. We designed it. Is he holding his backpack?
Are you holding your backpack?
Yes.
Okay.
We put them all in his backpack.
They don't all fit. His backpack.
Well, we can always carry some.
Yeah,
We
we're gonna
kinda
carry
need that.
some. Put extras in the backpack.
Icarus has opened the door to the chemical closet.
I was about to say, do you want to help me? Cause science stuff. We know what chemicals are in the fire extinguishers. I'm assuming causes cold.
It's not the chemical. It's the.
No. I know. But the chemical reaction inside that fire extinguisher when it hits the air is cold. Do we have any liquid nitrogen in the
Science lab.
science lab?
But Icarus just opened up the door. You look in.
I do.
there is a vat of liquid nitrogen.
Yes, score.
It probably weighs 100 pounds.
Ah, shit.
Oof.
I guess I'll be
Wheels. Any of the chairs have wheels?
No. 1958, they didn't have wheels.
Well, I guess I'm trying to carry it.
You're not gonna go very far.
Wait. Can I make a quick question?
Hmm.
This is bringing in Stoner See, Stoner Do. Can I, because I've seen it in a movie, can I just wave my hand and go, I wish there was a chair, and there just be a chair?
A rolly chair?
Yeah. It's like, I saw in a movie once, like, the person just waved their hand, and they made a chair. They drew up a chair, but out of thin air. It was like Harry Donner or something. Harry Donner, that was what it's called.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't quite work that way, but behind the teacher's desk, you see there's an old-fashioned wooden chair on rollers.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Break everything off but the rollers. And the flat part.
Yes.
Okay. Get to work, muscles.
Will you do it for a Scooby Snack?
PG, not that kind of Scooby snack.
Maybe I want that Scooby snack.
This is proceeding much faster than I thought.
I know, right?
Everyone make an awareness check.
Oh, God.
No.
15.
You hear screams
5.
outside.
Right outside the door?
No, outside.
Outside.
Oh, shit. Guys.
It's apparently gone into and through the gymnasium.
It's gotten into the gym. Why didn't the...
There is a window. There is a window to outside, and so that you can look out. You could look out and you think you might see where the gymnasium's at if you look out the window.
Okay, I'm gonna look out the window.
Oh, he just grabbed the whole plop.
You see the blob out there again.
Oh my God, that thing is huge.
Just so that everybody can see.
That's a big boy.
Gods. That is
I think the blob one went and had a baby and then ate the baby.
Boy, it's a big boy.
Do you want the blob to be bigger at some point? Because I have an idea.
It's bigger
what are you
than
gonna- what are
Icarus'
you gonna-
bat.
I could take some of the Play-Doh and put it inside of this.
Yeah, you can make it bigger if you want. That's probably big enough, but I mean we're now at huge size. But yeah, it keeps
It
on.
now has a
growing,
butthole. It's a ginormous butthole.
A butthole.
Everyone move
their.
Everyone move their stuff off,
Uh-oh.
and
He's bringing out something. He brought things.
all right, everyone do. I'll call us, and this is the reason why I did all these memories. Oh, we'll call it 1958 knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if I like where this is going at the same time. I want to know where it's going.
Here, I'll move the camera so everybody can see the lovely blob.
Fat Jemama's blob that now has a butthole that you
Ginormous
can't
blob that has a blood hole.
that you can't see the butthole because it's underneath of it.
This
8
is just a bowl.
for
not a
1950 knowledge.
What is he got going on over there?
I saw. So let me put it this
For
way.
8 for 1958 knowledge. What does everybody get?
8.
19.
14.
14 buddies.
Right, so 3 of you got it.
Sweet.
3 of you happen to remember the chemical plant. It's next door, but not so much next door. There's a field and a light woods between the school and the chemical plant. But you all now remember that this morning, which is a Saturday, so it's probably still there, out in the parking lot of the chemical plant, there was a tanker that said liquid nitrogen on the side.
Neat.
We're gonna
There-
leave the small potatoes and go after the big guns.
There is your instant kill of the blob. Unfortunately, I couldn't find something that looked like the 50s.
Aw, it's a little truck.
Show it on camera.
Yay! Oh my gosh, it has little skeleton hands.
Yeah, it's Halloweenish.
That's so cute.
Show it on the camera.
Here.
Doesn't look 1950s.
Here.
So now,
For simile, it's fine.
this is what I've. Oh, this is
It
what
looks
I.
like something that will glow in the dark.
Yeah. That's why I gave you my little hint that somebody gets welcome to my world. Because
A truck.
a 20-year-old millennial smartphone child's going to have to figure out a way to get a 1957 pier built all the way over here to smash into the blob.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
And now he's dead. So now it's somebody
But
else.
there's your instant kill, though. Liquid nitrogen.
We need to get that. We need to go to the chemical.
Knowledge. Trucks.
You roll a nat 20 on this.
Nope. But I did get high.
I'll roll a knowledge
50.
technology. That was an 18 plus 2 for my pumpkin.
So are you? Is someone going for it? Is everyone going for it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll roll 15 to even think if I can attempt it.
Oh, it's not going to work that way, unfortunately.
To attempt what?
To attempt to drive it.
I have a 26 knowledge technology.
I just tried to do the same thing you just did, and I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh, fuck you. So he knows everything about that truck.
No, it's not going to work that way.
He knows technicalities. He could probably fix it. The problem is, driving it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Not
Let's
gonna,
worry about getting there first.
Yeah. We need to get out of the school.
Okay.
Geronimo.
So we're...
Knowledge trader. Woo! Oh, woo! Okay, I'm following them.
Right.
Well,
I
technically speaking...
wonder. I look at him, and I ask him, the cold, did it make it brittle? Like, did it break? Like, could we smash it to bits after?
In the movie, they froze it and then they transported it to the Arctic so that it could never ever thaw out.
Endless global warming.
That was what.
Shit.
And then the movie ended with a big question mark. Showed the blob frozen solid.
What if it was a documentary?
And then there was a question mark next to it. Was the way it actually ended. That was in the original one, the 1958 one.
You know what?
The
You just gave me
1988
the greatest how this is how you do a sequel to the Blob now. Literally, just modern day global warming. Boom.
Yep. I'm sure it's been pitched a few times.
No, they're working on a reboot of the Blob right now. It's in scripting phase.
Oh, nice.
Rob Zombie had been working on it, but he apparently got involved in other things. So now someone else is working on it.
Okay. So, we all make our way to the truck.
Might move all this stuff there. Right, you're all there, and you don't need to put your figures there because we're at on a completely different scale now.
Just having fun with the
And we just haven't run into this thing?
It's just a field and some woods.
No, I'm saying, like, we haven't run into this thing, like, trying to get through the school or
No,
anything?
it's on the other end of the school. You can hear screams from where it's at. You're actually running away from it now. You can hear the screams, so you know where it is. But you also know that this road wraps around and comes back
I
up.
want to make an awareness check. Have the fire department got here yet?
You
12.
want this bigger?
You don't know if anyone's got here yet. It's big enough. I mean, it's massive. There's our gigantic blob.
That is a big boy. That is a big baby.
So, We get to the truck.
You have no problem getting there. It's just a short run through a wooded field. The truck is still there at the chemical plant.
Does it have keys?
Who is looking?
Faith.
There are keys in there.
Should you look for everybody else?
Anyone know how to drive a Peterbilt?
Unless Andrew decides to jump in because he seems like he's quite interested.
It's really right in front of me, okay?
You know, Andrew jumps in.
Andrew jumps in.
Right?
You know how to drive this thing?
Finally,
Right,
she
make
gets
a,
to be top.
Right, make a, do you have driving skill?
Top of the road.
Yeah.
I don't have a driving skill, but I do have a skill empty.
Make it a straight intelligence check.
That won't do me no good.
You don't have any intelligence?
I have 0
I
intelligence.
thought he was fairly smart.
I have 10 intelligence. I don't have a plus or a minus to it. Oh, natural 20. Now I can drive.
Natural 20, no, you don't get the driving skill. You get diesel truck skill.
Diesel truck. The fairy prince has diesel truck.
Diesel truck!
You know.
All I can see is like a powdered blue and pink monster truck that just plays Disney music
So
when you honk the horn.
So the real question here is, I know
No,
we're,
it's like,
I know we're in the middle of the
horn
climax
goes,
and everything, but I do see this. Whatever family you two came from, their empire was built on trucks.
No, our family's older than diesel trucks.
Yeah, we've already
Okay.
figured that out. It'll come around.
Okay, but there has to be trucks now involved at some point.
We'll put shipping in
Right,
there.
so now
Our
you...
parents have.
We'll figure it out, yeah.
Alright, so now you can make a diesel truck roll.
Okie dokie. Wait, I already got a natural 20,
Oh,
so
okay.
wouldn't it?
Alright, so...
I already made the roll.
Alright, so... You turn the key. Nothing happens except there's a beeping sound. Then you find the ignition button. You press that, and the engine roars to life. And make another diesel truck roll.
No.
But now you have a skill.
I now have a
there's a
skill
skill.
of it. That was a 6.
So it's a good thing you have that skill.
I need my calculator because
You
I
then
need to
look.
add numbers.
By the way, you look into the as you are about to drive.
13. You go grab the gear shift, and you press the clutch in, take the shift out of neutral, put it into first, and the engine immediately stalls.
Oh.
And you realize that you didn't take the air brakes off. I'm welcoming you to my world here.
You then see, by the way, as you're trying to figure out this truck, you then look over into the passenger seat and you see Faith just kind of like sitting there. Her guitar is on her knee, the marijuana symbol nice and clear, joint in her mouth, and she starts playing some lo-fi for you. Add an extra +3 to all your skill checks now.
Right,
Nice.
make another diesel truck skill.
And add 3 to it.
Add 3 to it.
Because I'm just...
23.
Alright, this time you remember to take the parking brakes off. First you take off the tractor brake, then the trailer brake, and then you shift into first. Move it down to where it says second. And make another roll.
Oh!
They fight you on every single shift.
Wow.
That was better. That's 27.
27, you double clutch very smoothly, shifting out of neutral with the clutch, then hitting the clutch a second time, shifting into second.
Where
now
are these
take
two?
it down to
Are they
third.
in the back?
I'm in the passenger seat. Are they
the
in...
back is a tanker.
No,
it's
like,
full of liquid nitrogen.
is there more space in the car? Why doesn't one stay?
Yeah, there's a
Is
there's
there
a
enough
there's a
space for
there's a
everyone?
sleep
We could
there's
be
a
hanging on to the side.
or you could be in
there's
the
plenty
sleep.
of
There's a
places to
sleeper
hang
berth.
on.
I'm on top of the tanker.
He's on top of the tanker.
Just Josh.
Actually, that's kind of where
That
I
one-
was. That's kind of where I was going to be because I want while he's trying to figure this out, I want to use a power called Walk with the All Father. I want to know where that thing is going. Like after the
Might make
Jesus,
your-
How often do I? No, I have to do this.
Every time where I have a number is where you have to shift.
basically I want to know what door it's going to come out
I
of.
have to do this 9
shit.
times?
You have to do it all
Damn.
the way.
All the way around.
Holy shit!
That's where the blob's at.
You gotta get far.
Whoa.
You got to go down. So I've got now.
The
You
Commoner campaign's all about skill checks.
no, now you know why I made all those.
Yeah, I was wondering what the heck.
Kevin was asking me what all those were.
This one?
Yep.
No, because I've got this instead of 5 feet squares. They're 20. Oh, they're 20-foot squares.
Oh, that's not gonna do very well.
And don't forget to keep adding that 3. It's a right. I literally can just play it forever.
And what is Sarah doing?
Allison.
You were doing a skill.
15 versus its will. I want to know what its next move is going to be. So basically, where is it going next?
At the moment, it has just it has crashed out of the gymnasium into the parking lot, and it is in the process of finding and eating people that are running haphazard all over the place. So at the moment, it's basically in one place because there are so many people for it to eat right now that it's not going anywhere. And it feels like its sensors, its tentacles that you felt, have expanded with its size. So it's able to take in a much greater area. So it's only a matter of time before it reaches a house somewhere in the vicinity and decides to leave the schoolyard and go romping into the town.
Where everyone dies.
I'm playing lo-fi, but as I play lo-fi, is she within talking distance?
Who?
Her.
Allison.
Allison.
Are you standing out on the top of the tank? Or
Honestly,
you
I'm probably hanging out a window.
If she's hanging on the window, then yes, she is very much in
She goes,
earshot.
so what exactly is going on with that thing? Because you've been looking and like doing strange shit all night long.
That thing, whatever it is nothing but a bottomless pit.
of hunger.
It just consumes.
So-
There's no.
So, I'm going to take out a roleplay for just 1 second. Do you describe that it is trying to sense for life?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Stone to reason with this idea. I'm going baked to reason. This is my question. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to make the roll, and you either say yes or no.
Okay.
14 plus 7.
Oh, I
21.
didn't realize that you were. I thought you were asking me like to go up against something. I was like, wait, what?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
21.
Mhm.
Baked
Yeah.
to reason. 21. You're like some kind of like spiritual person. Could you like consider what you just told me? Could you like make a ball of life and throw it like a bait?
That actually, yeah, that.
Kind of like make it and just throw it towards it, because that might make a bait for it. So that's the question. The baked to reason is, would that work?
If she could make it seem tastier than all the real life hunks of flesh and
Well,
Life
currently
that are
it's
running
not
around it.
currently got when basically it's a bait. So the next
Can
thing
I
it will feel is
add
that
to it?
add to what?
Add to that.
you're
got-
conversation
You got your
I'm
hands,
still driving,
you
but I
got
can
your hands
listen.
full.
I am still driving, but I
Yeah.
can still talk while
Yeah, but there are if she could make a ball of life that seemed tastier to the blob than the real pieces of life it's currently chasing, which are actual living human beings,
Can I add something to it?
Mm-hmm.
Sis,
Yeah?
if you can do that, use my pumpkin.
Use your No. I got an idea. I've got an idea. If we can just get over there.
Suddenly, on top of the tanker, as he's surfing, he looks down, and there's his pumpkin. I don't know. He's going to forget his pumpkin otherwise.
Yeah, he chose not to go to his locker.
At your point.
I
missed out on his pumpkin.
clearly said, do you go to your locker to get your bag? No.
That's a good point.
Well, to be
I'm not
fair,
supposed to
his best friend was dying on the floor, or running down the hallway screaming.
It's true.
He hadn't gotten to the point where he was dying on the floor.
Mm.
And, Bat isn't very good against gelatinous cube monster thing.
Yeah, he would hurt his friend if he hit it with a bat.
But he is the hero master.
And if he says,
same.
whoa,
Don't use your rules free wish for that.
please don't.
You could, I mean, it would
I
work.
get my pumpkin.
I want my pumpkin.
You used your wish to get female underwear.
Right? And
That was the first wish in all of Dragon Ball.
in the meantime, have you made your roll for the next
I
gear?
remember that.
Oolong.
No, you made your roll for the next gear shift.
Oh, gear shift.
Oh,
I
not
thought you
yet.
said year. I was like, wait a minute, now we're getting into time skips? Like,
No,
what?
no time sheet.
Okay.
Oh,
Sarah.
this ain't gonna go well. 13.
13?
But yeah.
You missed the gear, and now you're
remember
drifting
that.
as you're stuck between
I didn't
gears.
for the longest time, but now I do.
Keep it moving
In
forward,
the
but it's
English
out of
version,
gear.
it's the most comfortable pair of underwear, but in the Japanese version, it's properly said, I want panties. I want female panties.
Yeah.
I think it even says used.
The speed on the speedometer is now above where the tachometer wants the fourth gear, so you're going to have to skip fourth straight to fifth, so it's going to be a higher roll now.
Oh, great.
Because you got stuck between gears, you missed fourth.
Okay.
So you got
Jesus.
So we're going at what? Probably like 40 miles an hour?
No, about.
Also
You're
13.
You're probably going about 10, 15, between 10 and 15 miles.
Oh,
an
shit.
hour.
Okay.
Also 13. We're
You
still
missed-
drifting.
You missed fifth. No, you can't get into fifth either, and now you're drifting down to a corner.
Oh boy.
I want an awareness check.
Are you adding that 3 on? Okay.
This is my lineup before I roll.
18. Is
My
that
pumpkin,
thing still...
my intelligence.
Yes, it is still in the same place.
Okay. Bigger?
It is ginormous now. It looks like it's probably about 40 feet in diameter.
If I do another awareness check, can I see if the firefighters have showed up yet?
We should have taken more time to, tell people, because we have
16?
all of the...
Yes, the firefighters have shown up, and the giant 40-foot blob is partially on top of the fire truck and seems to have already consumed most of the firefighters.
It's 5 stories high for those who want to know.
Oh,
So it's-
shit!
It's practically a kaiju now.
18.
18? All right, bring it down to the corner. All right, make another roll. You successfully downshifted back down to first,
25.
and you successfully get around the corner. No off tracking. You don't jackknife it, and you don't.
I don't know
flip
how
it.
you could do this as a living. This is just rolling.
Well, now most of them are all automatics, but all the old ones, this is what you put up with.
While he's doing that, I am meditating now.
I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
28.
I'll actually bring in a true tractor trailer mechanic.
Experience.
I am meditating through all of the And
Actually,
I've never driven before.
and
She's doing very well. She hasn't jackknifed it,
I am
hasn't
a he.
flipped it, hasn't
as
wrecked it.
right as I'm meditating, I am reaching out to my deities for my plan, for our plan. So
I once again forgot to use man's best friend.
we'll get there.
I'm not sure it would have done you much good here.
Probably not.
Yo, but this... I had the chance with the cat, and I had the chance with the dog.
Yeah, because there was a little dog. There was a little dog that was prominent in the first Blob movie.
I'm just very disappointed
It actually survived the whole movie.
that I have this special thing about my character, because I am the Disney prince that can call upon an animal companion.
What are you doing? You are reaching out towards. Are you trying to bake the blob? What is the...
Not yet. Basically, I'm gathering energy and I'm reaching out to the divine entities.
Make your awareness check.
Okay. 17?
You hear a raspy, crotchety, miserable sounding voice swear at you saying, "You are not going to win this time." It sounds like... The voice sounds like someone who should be dead but doesn't know they're dead. It's that raspy. And it's full of malevolence and hate.
You guys just see me shudder like, ugh.
Mother, may I?
So this is our first,
see
like,
nothing.
actual
you
contact.
You touched her mind a little bit, and she's not pleased with how things are going in her scenario any more than the other scenarios, because you're not dead yet. He's not dead yet.
I'm in the most dangerous spot right now. I'm on top of the tanker.
If you
For
wanted
all of this.
spoilers or hints.
So, due to copyright, I cannot actually have it on the air. But I am now going to play a little bit of Rock Queen because I'm now going to use my power Rock Queen. Because I feel like we need to get things going a little bit faster. So I'm going to mute it for just 1 second so you guys can hear it. You guys. Sadly, not you guys at home because copyright reasons.
Even though there's no band, the drums and bass kick in.
The drum
Suddenly, out of nowhere.
Look up Rock Queen from the Devil May Cry series. That's the song Faith starts playing. The drums and the kicks start coming in from freaking nowhere. Once again, you guys remember it, but this time, unlike the last time when she played it, because she has played it before, right?
Is that given the +3s?
No. This is giving 2 actions to 3 people, which is you, me, you're outside, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
And you.
Move the truck to the next gear and make your roll.
28. I rated.
Yep. Keep it going to the next one.
So essentially, I use those 2 actions, those 2 extra actions to give an
22.
Move. Keep it moving.
Blah, 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 blah.
You're going smooth.
Into the soda can.
20.
And she downshifts. He downshifts successfully. Goes around the turn.
the
Down
rock music
and now
kicking in.
and now he's going back to third.
24.
And you can see the blob ahead of you. The massive blob. Keep it rolling up through the gear. We got 24 for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going. Move it.
24.
And keep it going.
Hang
And now
on.
your speed is building. What gear is that at? What's it say? Going to... now you're going to 5th. You're up to 25 miles an hour.
At this point, Faith suddenly looks at the blob ahead, the monstrous blob. We are careening towards it, and it suddenly occurs
Now at
to her.
25 miles an hour. And he's about to shift up, so he's going to be going up to about 30, 35 miles an hour.
You see Faith say, look out at you and says, place your seed if you want to, your life seed. We're getting out now. And you see her play Rock Queen as she just barrels out.
She just bails.
She bails, tucking into herself, wrapping herself around her guitar. The music's still playing somehow.
Alright, she bails, lands in the grass on the side
Basically,
of the road.
she said this is the point where we all bail and you put the big freaking eat me onto it, the truck.
Right. So quick physics question, because I noticed that it didn't eat the clothing.
Mm-hmm.
If it wraps around this tanker, how is it going to explode?
That's why you're gearing up as high as you can. You get it fast enough,
It'll go
and
boom.
it will. I mean,
Okay, so there's a wall behind this thing.
It may be a blob, but
It's a
anything
it's
that
still
goes-
dense. It
object.
still has.
Oh, it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still dense.
Okay,
Not,
I thought it was just like gloop, like...
Oh, it is, but it's dense. At the same time, it's dense.
Okay.
Think of it.
Because in the movie,
It might be a blob, but
moves
it's
through,
also like.
in the
Play-Doh.
movie when it
That's
moves
fair,
through
that's fair.
grates and when it gets its size, moves through grates and doors, it tears everything up. It crushes things when it rolls over them, and so it's got a lot of mass
Okay,
to
so
it
it does
too.
have mass to it. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
By the way, I rolled 11 for, I'm guessing... No, wait. 16 on acrobatics to make sure I don't, hurt myself as I barrel outside of the truck.
Plus, not to mention the fact, Andrew can, if he wants to, at the last moment before he bails, if he chooses to bail, he can make an attack by spinning the wheel and jackknifing the fucker. Which will guarantee an explosion.
I'll roll for it.
Because it's a tanker.
But I need to make sure everybody's off. I'm not
Barrel
bailing.
through it. He's like, I'm killing this motherfucker. No, jump off. Seriously.
Like, you guys jump
Well,
off.
when
If
you
you guys
when you
don't
jack-
jump off, I will
This
go
is a-
down with the
This is a
ship.
tanker filled with super highly pressurized liquid nitrogen.
Now
When
it's
it
the time to
goes,
jump.
it will go.
Okay.
Do I notice everybody jumping?
Oh, you
Did
saw
you
me
just
bail.
saw her jump?
Well, then again, it is night.
Yeah, but you can hear the music fading. Like, the
I was
door
playing.
opened.
There's blaring rock music. I'll play you the whole song, by the way, Sarah. I'll play it for you later.
That's fine. I know the song.
Oh, you know the song?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Devil May Cry, the anime.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Such
start
a
trying.
fucking
We're getting
We are stopping the climax now.
Anyway, do you jump?
Not yet.
Why don't you jump?
No, seriously, Kevin. It's either you jump now and survive, or you don't jump and you will die.
And you will give Mother May I what she wants.
I'll jump at the last second.
Which is now. Okay.
This is
So
the
he
last
jumps.
second.
This is the last second. So he jumps. Make your
There,
acrobatic.
no, it's not the last second yet. There's one more gear to be shifted.
Oh.
So I'm still on my bed. I'm literally waiting. For the last.
Do you bail?
No, because I'm part of the
Yeah.
life energy
But
thing.
you
'cause I need
can put it on now. This is the second to last second.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Andrew's going to make one more diesel truck check, and that will be the last second.
So I'm going to actually.
And you'll have to
IRA
make
roll.
acrobatics rolls to get out at that point.
I have to be a little creative with what I am doing, just to ensure that it's in the right position. I'm going to use my power, Lucifer's Light, to... I'm not going to be able to reach quite to the thing, I don't think. So I'm going to hit between the truck and the thing with basically a 2d8 psychic damage, which I am going to, having meditated, filter some of my own life energy into in order to create something that's keeping it from moving after other people running away.
Okay.
So I'm just going to basically use that attack to pin it in place.
Okay, make your attack. It goes against the will.
Okay, run me by power attacks again real quick. It's to hit.
It's plus wisdom or charisma,
Okay.
plus
Your
any
level,
proficiencies.
and plus any proficiencies.
No, not level. It's
Yeah, if you're second level, you get a +1.
Oh yeah, +1.
And any proficiency levels that you have.
So concentration?
Well, what are your proficiencies?
I have knowledge, spirits, concentration, and
Those are
meditation.
Those are skills. What are your proficiencies?
No, those are her proficiencies.
Yeah,
those
are proficiencies.
Those are what are that's
skills
what is
I have
powering
is
her.
mediumship,
Oh, okay.
awareness, leap, and logic, and tarot spread.
Well, which is the one that you're using for this power?
Concentration, because it's psychic.
Okay.
So 5.
So whatever your bonus for that is,
10,
plus your
11.
+1 for your level, plus your charisma or wisdom, whichever you're casting it
So
with.
11.
Total of 11.
Yeah.
Just barely got it. That is its will.
Damn. Whew. I rolled a 2.
Barely.
Right? What do you do?
Woo.
What do you do with this power?
Basically you see light form in my hands and is shot out at the closest point I can hit, which is probably about like halfway between us as we're going. And it's going to basically be a huge beacon of life
Here, eat
energy and just the gathered
Emotion.
divine energy that I have managed to produce through meditation.
The blob comes rolling directly at you.
All right.
Make your last.
I had already made it.
What was it?
24.
Right, you successfully shift again. Now are you going to make your attack? Make another
You still
make another diesel truck skill to try to jackknife the sucker.
By the way, Jane.
21.
You succeed. Now is where everybody who's bail as you now have to make acrobatics checks to bail successfully and get away from this thing before it hits. Is Icarus still on board?
No, I've jumped.
So just the two of them now.
I'm just seeing if I...
17 acrobatics. How about you?
9.
Ooh.
But hey, you still technically have 2 actions, so roll 2d6s.
What's that from?
2 action points.
2 action points.
Oh.
I gave you 2 extra action points. and no
Oh,
one
that's
used
what
them.
that's for. Okay.
Yeah, I literally gave you 2 action points
So 9,
that you could just use.
10, 11? You said
11,
2d6s. What?
2d6s, 1
Roll
for
again.
each action point.
7 plus 9. 16? 16.
15 was the save.
Ooh, you saved her life! 17 and 16.
You both jump clear just as the tanker jackknifes
Just the,
and
the
explodes.
music, literally.
And
Like
you
SpongeBob.
you see a piercing white mushroom cloud as it explodes. For an instant, there's fire as it explodes. Then the fire is sucked out, and it's a pure white mushroom cloud, and it's now snowing in May, right around you. All of the white mist and the snow dissipates, and there you see the giant blob amidst the wreckage of the tanker, frozen solid.
Go get your bat. We're gonna break this bitch.
Just as the government spooks start showing up.
Probably don't want to be here for that.
Quickly go get your bat so we can break this bitch.
The spooks come up and they're like,
comes in.
"What's that man doing?" And there's a pumpkin.
And you see one of the government spooks comes up to you, and of course they're men in black with dark sunglasses. They look very much like Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
We're a bit rattled. We just jumped off a moving truck at
and
like
Suck and roll, bitch.
80 plus miles an
And they're
hour.
No, we were like at 30.
Now you're about between 30 and 35.
Okay,
You have to get up. No, you have to get up to 10th gear before you're going to get
fair point.
Which, technically, talking physics, since the blob was coming at us, I'm assuming at maybe 10 miles an hour.
Oh yeah. So you added. So it was.
So
Plus, it was being jackknifed at the same time. So that tank wrapped around the blob with the explosion. It is very much.
So it basically hit like.
Oh yeah. Oh, it.
What is it? 35.
It definitely instinct.
So
kill.
like, it's like essentially hitting a brick wall going 50 miles an hour.
50 with probably 100,000 gallons of liquid nitrogen.
I told y'all I like math.
Maybe more. I'm not sure what. It all depends upon the size of the tank or how many thousands of gallons it held. But it's a lot. Now you got government spooks.
The spook that comes up to Faith looks down at her, and she's got her guitar, and she's like this. There's a joint right there. She's just playing, and as he walks up, you just see her playing the song, Bad Boys, what you gonna do?
The spook walks up to you, reaches down, plucks the joint out of her mouth, puts it in his own mouth, takes a hit, then shakes his head and goes, that shit. Here, try this. And then takes a joint of a purplish color out of his own jacket pocket and sticks it in her mouth.
I knew Purple Haze was from the government!
And says, try this.
Woo! Woo, bad boys!
What you gonna do?
And thus...
Allie, now having a second to breathe, I want to see if I can reach out to try and touch that thing again.
The voice?
Yeah. I want to know what that is. I whiffed it.
Oh.
Complete one.
Hey, hold on. Can we add that as a fail wheel? We haven't had that for a while. Let's make that a fail wheel.
Yeah, sure, why not?
This is here, even though it's mostly combat, Hero Builder's commoner campaign is all about like skill checks.
This really wasn't.
Oh my god! If me reaching out unmelts the fucking blob, I'm gonna be no more good.
Insult to God.
That's what it meant.
No, that's not good.
But no. But we got Hero's Choice.
That's what you got was Insult to God?
No. It was about to hit Insult to God. That's why my eyes were like, But then it went to Hero's Choice. So technically speaking, you failed.
But nothing bad happens.
But essentially, what happens, I would say, like, since it's the Hero's Choice and we can vote on it, is you try to touch the mind, but there's so much static feedback from something.
You get a headache?
You literally get a headache. And it's not the fact of there's any kind of screaming. It's literally it feels like television static. Like someone has just ripped a tape out and is crushing it.
And for a moment...
Quite literally, maybe.
Quite literally.
And for just a moment, you don't hear that voice. But you do think you hear Melvin Eugene. You think you hear him screaming, I told you, you dumb old bitch.
That's my boy.
My boy.
Gee whiz!
No,
You
no
hear-
more.
Excuse.
Yes.
You hear the government spooks talking about transporting the blob to the Arctic so that it can never ever thaw out.
Good idea.
And we leave with 2 cutscenes.
Cutscenes.
The first cutscene, we see the blob, frozen solid. Not in the Arctic though, in some kind of a bunker, kept frozen solid, and we see government spooks in lab coats chiseling pieces off of it, putting them in test tubes, and we see them walking past a man that looks like he's wearing a general's uniform. They're going to try to weaponize the blob.
Of course.
Which makes
What
more
else
sense.
would the government do?
Right?
Because they would.
What else would the government
Because they probably have.
Because
for all we know.
Because the Hays Code is not in effect at the moment.
And then our second
Look at Pizza.
cutscene. We see Mother May I. She's not speaking. She's sort of shivering. And we see Melvin Eugene. He's tied up, and he has just spit his gag out. He's tied up in a chair. Two individuals saying this. He's just spit his gag out, and he says, "I told you, you stupid bitch. You can't beat him with the blob. None of they're going to get through any of these horror movies, and all of these horror movies." And now you gotta let me go.
He has trained his Padawan well.
She's probably going, put him back under.
And now you gotta let me go, because that was part of the deal that you said that after you killed him that I could go, but since you didn't kill him, I still gotta go. So you can take it and you can shove it up your moth-eaten crotch.
Damn!
Boy!
My boy!
Sweet summer child! Hold on!
And that is our cutscene, and that is the end of the blob.
Well, actually, you know what? I feel like that's too much. Can I add something onto it?
Sure.
We see Mother May I look at him. Daggers.
Oh, definitely daggers.
She says...
Sharp daggers.
She says, put him back under. She then looks at one of the more cunning of the witches in the coven. She goes, I did not want to have to do this, but spare no expense in your devilry.
Absolutely. If you would, I would like to bring them back where they think they're safe.
A normal situation of their own time?
Just trust me, Mom.
Very well.
So, the scene of our characters fade, and they wake up in a hotel room. They are back where they first began, in Scotsman.
And that's where... okay.
I have more planned.
Okay, but this is just a teaser for next time.
It is a teaser for next time. Take a breath. I had been planning this for this whole time.
Go ahead.
I mean, an applause. Thank you.
Sorry.
They wake up, head spinning. And we have a short moment of roleplay.
Really?
Yes. I had been planning this.
Quick question. Does Melvin remember yelling at somebody?
Does Melvin remember?
Yes. Everybody remembers everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Even the fact of how we got into this situation?
Not that. Not
Okay.
Mostly
But Melvin does
Mostly
remember.
everything.
Melvin
As
does remember
far
the
as
crotchety
you may
old-
know, it could have been a very freaky dream. Until you start talking about it.
And I was there too. What?
I simply wake up.
What did you put in those brownies?
Hey, it's not my fault.
Oh
Sure.
God, my head. My head.
Worst buzz ever.
It's not your fault. It's that crotchety old bitch in the wheelchair.
God, don't pronounce your B's Martin Eugene.
Well-
Melvin Eugene.
Okay.
Just don't speak too loud.
Crotchety old whore.
I guess that's a little better.
What are you talking about?
As long as you don't...
The old cunt that's in the wheelchair that was trying to kill you.
We need to not take him to the bar around here. They're teaching him bad
Bar?
words.
What are you talking about? Bar? What about a bar? I'm talking about that old woman that tried to kill you.
Oh,
God,
wait, what?
The old woman in the wheelchair.
Okay, we didn't
there's
see...
no old woman in the wheelchair.
There is no old woman in the wheelchair.
Wait,
Listen.
what did she sound like?
A really crotchety old bitch. That's what she sounded like. like all raspy but not like grandmotherly type old woman, like type old woman that like, I don't know, she maybe smoked lots of cigars or something, and her voice is like really like, I don't like you, Melvin Eugene.
So
Why is he speaking so loud? Listen, I had the worst nightmare. We are not watching Alien ever again. We put that on last night, right?
no,
Who's the blob?
It was the Blob.
that was
No.
Annabelle.
I'm so confused.
We
We're never putting you in charge of food ever again.
We didn't watch
But
any movies.
but no, we didn't. And I had a
It wasn't
hell
on
of
the
a dream.
schedule.
Oh god, I forgot about that schedule. Oh damn.
No, there it is. Horror movie. What's that thing that says Beyond the Real?
Okay, we're breaking the fourth wall here.
There was no movies planned. It doesn't work with my plans.
So wait, okay,
Is my
so
brownie
you're just
making
saying
on
that.
there?
So I just had a nightmare then. That's all it was. That's all it was.
At least it wasn't. Well, you said Annabelle, right?
Yeah.
Little creepy doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Didn't
was
he
one
drop
of them.
kick it through the window?
How do you know that? And didn't
Did I get taken by an alien?
yeah. Yes.
And didn't you drive a truck into a blob thing?
I think we need to get to. We need to skip a lot of the schedule and go to old Uncle Charles' mansion and
I
calm
told
down
you it was the old woman in the wheelchair.
and figure this out.
Yeah, I think
I don't know of any movie that has that.
It wasn't a movie, it was real life. Sometimes I can talk about real life, not just movies.
Well, we're starting to go. We're starting to really start
we're-
bleeding into the other game.
We should probably skip today's schedule and go to Uncle Charles' old mansion.
What's at Uncle Charles' old mansion?
Remember the thing that we came here to see?
Old
Our-
comics?
Allison and I inherited an old mansion. That's why
Yeah, but
we're
what's
in
there?
Scotland.
Yeah, but is there like old comics there and maybe some really cool old action figures?
If
and-
we like it there, you can bring yours from home here.
I was hoping there'd be some really cool old ones. I mean, like maybe a first issue Superman. Or
You
maybe
know,
a
they might
first
have
issue
suits of
Batman.
armor. They're like big action figures.
Knights
Yeah.
were the original action figures.
Yeah, yeah. Well.
Anyway,
Oh yeah,
we're-
because some of the
we-
knights they actually were fighting dragons, and you know the dragons were like there might be like some armor that's like all smoldered.
We got them hooked.
But that old woman in the wheelchair might be there.
Yeah, Melvin Eugene.
I think
Let's pack up and get going.
I
Okay.
think if we go there, we might find some answers.
Answers to what? I told you it's the old woman in the wheelchair.
Okay.
We need to find out who she is.
Let's
we
do
might
I know
some-
who she is.
We could do some research.
I know who she is. She's a nasty old bitch that wants us dead.
Okay. We're going to do some research. Sound like a plan? There's a big library there. I'm sure there's comic books there. Our uncle was kind of a weirdo.
Oh, he lightens up.
that's true. He was.
He lightens up
Anyway.
and says, "Oh, okay."
So
I'll-"
everybody packs up and scene.
All right.
We all died.
So that ends this episode of Beyond the Real, which actually wrapped up rather quickly,
Yeah.
but not because of like anything. It was just breakneck fast speed.
Yeah,
It's really good, actually. I really
very
like
good.
Because survival instincts kicked in and said, run.
it.
We're getting.
I just need every time that I say run, you need to put that little sound bite in.
It's just like, So, we hope to see you next time on Beyond the Real for the second to last episode of Beyond the Real. I think today's the third Saturday of Spooktober. And next Saturday is going to be yours, and then we're going to be doing a live stream on Halloween. So we look forward to seeing you again. Toulouse, bye-bye.
Bye.
And now I gotta go. Now I gotta get up and walk over and turn it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.